The Art Economic Empowerment Workbook. So this is a guide to entrepreneurship and successful project execution, and we go through the very principles and the steps how artists can effectively go through the administrative requirements needed to establish themselves as a corporate entity. You can now get on payroll, pay yourself. You can now buy a state insurance and have your insurances set up. And all of these things are investments, but it's a matter of what's my actual total budget for the year? What's my monthly budget? What's my yearly budget? And how much money do I project to make doing what I love, doing what I do well for the year? And if it's not going to cover the expenses that I aforementioned, then there's nothing wrong with working your job until the talent of your passion exceeds the income associated with your job. And if we can't have those real, genuine, objective conversations, it makes it very difficult to make changes. Because artists will lie all the time. They'd be like, I'm getting $10,000 to perform at Champagne's Lounge and the Chitlin, the Piggly Wiggly. And I'm like, child, no, you're not, child. But the point is, they have to be honest about it. I wish more artists would get together and say, hey, this is what is being paid here, so that other artists can know. Like, maybe don't quit your day job before prematurely pursuing this endeavor, unless you have some sort of a financial support system behind you. If you don't, please work a job until your passion exceeds the income associated with your passion, and then you can pursue it full time. Doing it prematurely just makes you more vulnerable to mental health issues associated with not being able to afford to pay your bills, physical ailments because you'll probably start to starve, legal issues because maybe you can't pay certain things, and now you might have some tickets on your car might be booted, you might try to jump the turnstile at the subway because you couldn't afford to get the swipes because the money is funny, and and then you get locked up, and now you don't have legal aid, and now you can't get a job. I mean, it's a cycle that does directly impact those that are the most vulnerable. So be honest with yourself. If you cannot make enough money to cover your monthly and annual expenses primarily off of your talent, then perhaps you may want to consider some alternatives until you get to that point.